developing the quality of selflessness. Yeah, I told you a long time ago in the introduction that some of these stories would be negative. And they would illustrate to you the negative effect of not having this quality. That's today. Because this poem, if you had to say, let's have a national anthem for selfishness, let's have a poem that points out what it's like to be selfish. This is it. I'm going to read it to you. 6 men are trapped by circumstances in bleak and bitter cold. All these guys are out in the woods and they're trapped in this freezing cold weather. Each one possesses a stick of wood, or so the story's told. They got a way out. They got a stick of wood. A dying fire in need of logs. The first man held his back because the faces around the fire, he noticed one was black. The second man saw not one of his own local church and couldn't bring himself to give the first his stick of birch. The poor man sat in tattered clothes and gave his coat a hitch. Why should he give up his log to warm the idle rich? The rich man sat and thought of all the wealth he had in store and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. The black man's face spoke revenge, and the fire passed from his sight because he saw in his stick of wood a chance to spite the white. The last man of this forlorn group did not accept for gain. Only to those who gave to him was how he played the game. Their logs held tight in death-steel hands was proof of human sin. They didn't die from the cold without. They died from the cold within. And that cold within, that disease they died from, was called selfishness. The greatest problem we have today is a lack of selflessness. I'm not helping him. He's not the same color I am. He's not the same religion. He's not on the same socioeconomic status. He didn't do anything for me, so I'm not doing anything for him. That's selfishness. Selflessness is the guy that threw the stick of wood in, which in this case was nobody. But selflessness means you throw the stick of wood in to warm the rest of them up, whether they throw their stick of wood in or not. And what's really interesting to me, and we'll study this same poem in leadership, had the first one thrown his stick of wood in, you know what? I got a feeling they all would. You see, selflessness is not just a great quality, but it is the most contagious quality. You got to be careful because everybody will catch it. And all of a sudden, everybody will become selfless. You want to really see a great athletic team? Have one great leader that shows selfless, and the entire team will catch it. But I got some bad news for you. Selfishness is contagious too. If you really want to do something to change people, demonstrate, become a role model for selflessness. And when people start seeing you doing something for somebody that they can't reciprocate, they're going to start doing it too. And it's going to become contagious in your school, in your company, in your church, in your family, everywhere you go, going to become contagious. Selflessness is not only the best quality you can develop to create a team, it is the most important. You'll never be the best you that you can be until you develop this quality.